American Pravda by James O'Keefe. Adventure, betrayal, truth. Pre-order today at AmericanPravdaBook.com.
We're trying to get the shitty people not show up. It's a product thing.
Let's say it was a pro-Trump thing and I am anti-Trump. I was like, oh, I banned this whole account. It'll go to you. And then it's at your discretion. And if you're anti-Trump, you're like, oh, you know what, Mo was right. Let it go.
The idea of the shadow ban is that you ban someone, but they don't know they've been banned because they keep posting, but no one sees their content. So they just think that no one's engaging with their content, when in reality no one's seeing it. I don't know if Twitter does this anymore.
How do you know if it's a bot and not a normal person?
You use machine learning. You look for Trump or America and you have like 5,000 keywords to describe a redneck. And then you look and you parse all the messages, all the pictures, and then you look for stuff that matches that stuff.
So is it gonna essentially ban certain mindsets and or people who could be negative?
No, it's not gonna ban the mindset. It's gonna ban the way of talking.
You have access to DMs at Twitter? Oh, I do.
It's a lot of bad press if people figure out that you're shadow banning them. It's unethical in some way.
We're trying to downrank it. We're trying to get the shitty people not show up.
Yeah, they said, oh, this is pro-Trump. I don't want it because it offends me. This, that. I say, I ban this whole thing.
I'm pretty sure every single employee on Twitter hates Trump. What we can do on our side is actually very terrifying.
Our last video exposed Twitter's eagerness to turn over President Trump's direct messages to the Justice Department. We think today's release will help you understand why. Because although Twitter presents itself as politically neutral, its culture behind closed doors is one of blatant censorship, systematic bias, and political targeting. While many suspected this was the case, today we present the proof out of their own Twitter mouths.
So we're probably about 90% anti-Trump, maybe 99% anti-Trump.
It's really hard to decide what to do about Donald Trump. Yeah, half of the people want to ban him, half of the people want to keep him.
Does everybody at Twitter feel? Pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, you got to go to Google in order to find the conservative.
What department do you
I'm in trust and safety. I do all the policy work for safety policy. I'm in the controversial team.
Oh my goodness!
I'm the team everyone says a lot about, yeah.
Olinda Hassan is a policy manager for Twitter Trust and Safety. Her team is responsible for Twitter's rules and regulations, determining what content is and isn't allowed. Just last month, Trust and Safety updated their policy in an effort to crack down on racism and other forms of hate speech.
But how do you keep my timeline? How do you keep certain things off my timeline?
So
because people will read.
We're trying to downrank it, but you need to also have a control of your timeline.
So I've tried to block people like Cernovich and stuff like that, and mute and stuff like that, but they still show up all the time.
That's something we're working on.
I mean, how? I don't know what to do.
We're working on. We're trying to get the shitty people not show up. It's a product thing we're working on.
We wondered which people Hassan was referring to. What forms of free speech does Twitter want to stop from showing up? Former content review agent Mo Narai shed some light.
Let's say it was a pro-Trump thing and I am anti-Trump. I was like, oh, I banned this whole account. It'll go to you. And then it's at your discretion. And if you're anti-Trump, you're like, oh, you know what, Mo was right. Let it go.
Narai's job at Twitter was to review content flagged as harmful, offensive, or in violation of Twitter policy, and ban it if it was. Content review is an integral part of any social media platform, but as Narai describes, it is highly susceptible to abuse.
On stuff like that, it was more discretion on your viewpoint. I guess how you felt about a particular matter.
Oh, so it wasn't automated. It was a user and services person would deem it pro-Trump and take it down.
For example, if it was, they said, oh, this is pro-Trump, I don't want it because, it offends me, this, that. I say, I ban this whole thing, and then it goes over and you're like, oh, you know what, I don't like it too. You know what, Mo's right, let's go. That's it. You're like, Mo's right, let's carry on. What's next? Keep it coming.
Yeah, bring me another one to take down. Yeah.
So I flag something, it's going to go by you.
Correct, and then, you look at it, you're like, oh, hey, this is there's pro-Trump, and this might probably like, oh, I don't like it.
Yeah, you know what? So on the reverse of that, they would just let a lot of the, I guess, left-leaning or liberal stuff to go through unchecked.
It can come through check, and then I'll be like, oh, you know what, this is okay, let it go.
Narai suggests Twitter's content review is more than a safeguard against hate speech. It's a tool used to promote a political agenda.
You made the comment that, Twitter maybe wouldn't, verbally say some things that they, wanted to put in their company policy, but they were kind of unwritten rules as far as the content that they would allow or disallow.
A lot of unwritten rules, and being that we're in San Francisco, we're in California, very blue state, you have to be, as a company you can't really say it because it'll make you look bad, but behind closed doors, a lot of stuff was like, hey, you have to do this way, or something like that. It was never written, it was more said.
But it may not just be average users feeling the heat. Does Twitter target certain political figures for suspension? And more importantly, why?
I should ask about this. Yeah, it's a really good point.
Pranay Singh is an engineer for Twitter's direct messaging team.
Why did they take his account down a couple weeks ago?
I didn't know we did that.
Yeah, his account went down, for a while.
Oh, it might be the U.S. government pressure.
What?
Yeah, they do that.
They do?
Yeah.
Why?
Because they don't like people messing with their politics. And he has shit on a lot of people.
Wow. He said the U.S. government would have done that. Would have asked Twitter to do it.
Oh, yeah.
Do you get requests from the government to take
What is Twitter's tactic when it comes to censorship? To find out, we spoke with former Twitter software engineer Abhinav Vajrevu.
One strategy is to shadow ban so that you have ultimate control. The idea of a shadow ban is that you ban someone but they don't know they've been banned because they keep posting but no one sees their content. So they just think that no one's engaging with their content when in reality no one's seeing it.
Shadow banning is a way of blocking users from a social media platform without notifying them. Tweets from a shadow banned user still appear to their followers, but don't show up in search results or anywhere else on Twitter. It's an effective way of deterring Nigerian scammers and other online fraudsters. But if abused, shadow banning is dangerous.
You just sort of turn off all of the features for them. So they still see everything, it's all there. You can like it, you can favorite it, or you can retweet or whatever. But at the end of the day, no one else interacts with no one else sees what you're doing. So all that data is just thrown away. It's risky though.
Why is it risky?
Because people will figure that shit out and be like, it's a lot of bad press if people figure out that you're shadow banning them. It's unethical in some way, so I don't know. In the past, people have been really, really pissed off about that, and even people who haven't been shadow banned have called it a really terrible thing to do. So yeah, it's a risky strategy.
And so you go ahead and keep on tweeting.
Yeah.
And you've been banned and don't even know it.
Yeah. I definitely know Reddit does this, but I don't know if Twitter does this anymore.
Could shadow banning be used to stealthily target political views? Here's former Twitter engineer Conrado Miranda.
I've heard talk that it's a good thing because they'll use it to ban Trump supporters or conservatives. So I didn't know if that's just a rumor or if that's true.
That's a thing.
That's a thing?
That's a thing. Yeah.
So how? How was that done?
Okay. Basically, Twitter is a huge set of the tweets and a shitload of filters on top of it.
Okay.
That's one of the filters on top of it.
Okay.
That's about it. That's as much as I know about.
So a feature on top of it?
Yeah, imagine you have all the tweets ever that happened from the beginning of time in reverse chronological order.
Right.
So until we get to the actual system that ranks the timeline, we just we have a bunch of filters removing some tweets. So we have a stream of tweets and we have one filter just kicking out some of them.
Our conversation with Miranda was illuminating. Twitter's censorship practices go far beyond a few politically motivated techies. Twitter is run by an advanced set of algorithms, tools that are used to sift through vast amounts of data, or in this case, tweets. Their algorithms block, mute, and prioritize everything on the Twitter platform, and they're growing smarter by the day.
Just go to a random tweet and like just look at the followers. It'll all be like guns, God, America, like I mean the American flag and like the cross.
Yeah, no one really likes America. No.
Like who says that? Who talks like that? It's for sure a God.
Really?
Yeah.
Or a redneck. Rednecks don't exist. Yeah. So can you get rid of them?
I wouldn't know.
Can you get rid of them?
Yeah.
Like how do you do that?
You just lead them, but like the problem is there are hundreds of thousands of them, so you've got to like write algorithms that do it for you.
Pranay Singh described how one Twitter algorithm removes users they believe to be bots, Russian bots.
How do you know if it's a bot and not a normal person?
Oh, you use machine learning.
It's like it's like an algorithm that you write where like you can like look for things, right? So like if there's like people who are like American guns, can you like write an algorithm to just take all those people out?
Oh yeah.
Do you do that?
It's actually how we do it. Yeah, it's pretty cool. You should be an engineer. You're really good at this shit.
So can you just write them against like say someone has like Trump in the name like or like conservative or like
America first.
Yeah. Can you just like write algorithms?
Are you sure you're not a programmer? That's literally how you do it.
It's what?
She's a very smart. That's how you do it.
That's exactly how you do it.
Yeah, you look for Trump or America, and you have like 5,000 like keywords to describe a redneck, and then you look and you like parse all the messages, all like the pictures, and then you look for like stuff that matches like that stuff. And like if it so like you assign like a value to each thing. So like Trump would be like 0.5, like a picture of a gun would be like 1.5, and like if it comes up, the total comes up above like a certain value, then it's a bot.
Weeding out fake users is an important tool for Twitter, but according to Pranay, this tool is not applied equally across the political spectrum.
Do you think the majority of the algorithms are against conservatives or liberals?
I would say the majority of it are for Republicans because they're all from Russia and they wanted Trump to win. So
you'd mostly just get rid of conservatives?
I knew that Trump was in Russia.
This secret project you're working on is going to help people communicate better?
That's the goal. So what I'm working on, this is the goal of what I'm working on. Okay. Ultimately, the goal of what I'm working on is going to make it so that everything in Twitter is dynamic.
This is Twitter software engineer Stephen Pierre. He told our undercover journalist about a secret project involving machine learning. In the tech world, machine learning refers to algorithms that teach themselves how to solve problems, eliminating the need for human input. It may sound like something out of a Stanley Kubrick movie, but machine learning is all too real, and it's about to take over your social media feed.
Every single conversation is going to be rated by a machine, and the machine is going to say whether or not it's a positive thing or a negative thing. And whether it's positive or negative, that's nothing to do with the content. But more it's like if somebody's being aggressive or not, right? Somebody's like just cursing at somebody like, oh, whatever. They might have a point, but it'll just like vanish.
So is it going to like essentially ban certain mindsets and or people who could be negative?
No, it's not going to ban the mindset. It's going to ban like a way of talking.
Ban a way of talking. See, Twitter may fancy itself the global town square, but it's clear from our reporting that Twitter is not an open and unbiased platform. Anonymity of its internal policies have bred irresponsibility and abuse. If Twitter wants to convince its users it truly respects free speech, there must be some transparency. Bring shadow banning out of the shadows. Algorithms are only as good as the weights that are put on them. So take your thumb off the algorithmic scale. Get rid of the engineers that abuse their power and show us your HR policies. Jack Dorsey, stay true to your mission statement to, quote, give everyone the power to create and share ideas and information instantly without barriers. or become irrelevant. And stay tuned, Jack Dorsey, because we at Project Veritas are just getting started.
American Pravda by James O'Keefe. Adventure, betrayal, truth. Pre-order today at AmericanPravdaBook.com.